It's a start. You know, we first learned of Jason of Fairy's invasion plans from a drunk merchant. But Jason never attacked Thebes. Welcome back, everybody! It's Fat Rogue Sarenixen, and we're playing some more Hellenica. I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, show your support for the series by booming on that like button. And this is your first time to the channel, you get the boom, the double boom on that subscribe button. And that's the best kind. That's awesome. Like, you only get that once unless you unsubscribe and resubscribe. But why would you do that? Yeah, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because this seems to be making a loud, joyful noise. There we go. Alright, so where we left off, we came back to Thebes, I think it was. Because this is where all this is going on. There's Bacchus, the Theban citizen, and this guy here with this mechanical eye. I'm not real sure what to do about him. We don't have any skill points. So let's go with this citizen. A talkative citizen. Did you feel that tremor earlier? Arena was supposed to meet me here. I hope her train wasn't held up by the tremor. It didn't seem that bad. Next, thank Hephaestus. Well, whatever that is. I know they said they couldn't find your body. So many were missing and the bodies were badly charred. Charred bodies? Sir, what happened? You weren't there? My orders were to hunt down the adventurers the Persians were tracking. That's us, hello. Please, what happened? I think the game's thinking about it. There it goes. We were wrong, Nix. The Persians never cared about the wandering Arctos. They wanted us. The base, gone. The Persians overwhelmed it. Survivors say they came through the walls. No, that's not possible. Go to the charred remains and ask the ghost if I'm lying. But how? No shadow would betray our location, and few others know we exist. We're not dealing with some ravenous tyrant, Nix. Something bigger is going on. The Pretender King may have the powers of a David, but don't imagine his forces invincible. Respect their might if you must, but don't be afraid. I promise you they can die. I guess they can die would be a better way to say it. What are you doing here, Persian? He's our ally. Your ally? His countrymen have slaughtered my people. He's probably playing friend until he can get that blade of his on our necks. Take that back, Brass. I don't think that barbarian has spilled more Persian blood than you have. He's my brother in battle, not some cowardly assassin. And he's the last of the magicians. A magician? I thought the last one died in Hyperborea. I may have come close to death, but the fire still burns in my veins. And thank you, Brass. I'm glad to be your brother. Maybe Sparta can adopt you. That won't be necessary. We got the citizen back. That tremor knocked my clock off the wall. Do you think the gods are angry? My friend in Attica keeps warning me that Poseidon is insulted by the railroad. Your friend is crazy. If the bull of the sea had something against our city, believe me, you would know. Remember what happened to Corinth? That's true. That wasn't an earthquake. It's actually the shadows testing some kind of secret weapon. I think they're eyeing Macedon. By Hephaestus, not this again. For the last time, there's no secret Theban spy network. Plus, even if hypothetically speaking there were, Nepheli. I mean, why would the shadows want to target Macedon? I thought it was mostly trees and cows. But that's just it. My cousin's friends, I've heard that Macedon, they developed a way to make wooden steam engines that use cow droppings for fuel instead of coal. Wait, what? Wouldn't a wooden steam engine catch fire? It would, except the Macedonians have a secret polishing technique which makes the wood impossible to light on fire. That's the secret of the shadows are willing to kill to get. Someone's been huffing the steam. You're absolutely right. A wood steam engine would be invaluable for the Shadow's secret doings. What? Okay. Thought you better be careful. I hear the shadows. I hear the shadows have eyes and ears everywhere. They might even be watching right now as we speak. Eek, I've said too much. We'll split up. They won't catch us both. Wait, she's just... Don't bother. He's off to hide in the sewers for a day. You've done that before. Sure, paranoid ramblers like that are great for throwing people off our scent. Bacchus says, Arena, where are you? Arena, where are you? Arena, they must have been talking to each other. Alright, so let's go back this way. What will you do now? We need to learn more about the Persians, how the Persians did this, and defang them before they can strike again. I might even take the pleasure of tending to them personally. You always told me passion was our greatest enemy. Not now, Nix. Sir, remember what happened to Pelopidas? Then don't you dare use his memory like this. She was just trying to help. If you want to help, we need information. Our spy network is fractured, but the citizens of Thebes are far traveled and loose-lipped. See if you can learn anything from them. You want us to gather rumors? Even rumors can reveal the shape of the truth. Report anything of interest back to me, and I'll run it by the contacts we still have and figure out how we can retaliate. Yes, sir. Gossiper. Bacchus. Arena, where are you? Gossiper. Can you believe those Athenians? This has to be some sort of joke the gods would believe. Aren't they tearing up train tracks and terrorizing anyone that looks like a foreigner? I hate to think that the Luddites might do what those Luddites might do with the Athens Navy. That's just the thing, they won't use it. What? I swear to Zeus, my cousin said the Luddite mobs had the most of the fleet chained up in the port. Even jailed a few of the sailors that protested. But the Navy is the source of Athens' power. The rock of season is of no interest to their wildfire of ignorance and hate. So what are they going to do with the ships? No one knows. Some of the Luddites are screaming they should be sunk. Calais and his buddies seem to know that would be a terrible idea, but they also don't want to risk the mob turning against them. Yes, an open flame has no loyalties. But from what I've heard of Calais' speech, it sounded like they're going to declare war on the world. Good luck doing that without a navy. A comedy. Those mobs and their chicken-hearted leaders wouldn't last 5 minutes against a Spartan regiment. They should stick to hiding behind their walls and inside their steamships, like they did in the Peloponnesian War. The one they won? Powerful fleet being completely neglected. We should remember that when we report back to Epidemius. Hey, there's Nix. We can actually talk to Nix. Where are you? Sparta must have done something awful to offend the gods because those Spartan rebels won another victory. This time near Tegea. What? The Spartans got those hulking autokinetons. So how can they lose to a bunch of technology inferior Luddites? It's because Sparta has traitors in their own ranks. Really? No, I mean there's no need to listen to this gossip. Whatever is rumored to have happened shouldn't have any effect on us now, right? Yea, though I guess one of their famed warriors and bodyguards turned on a general and killed him. That's not what... Why are we even paying attention to baseless... Calm down, I'm just getting the good part. When the Spartans came to arrest him, he fought his way past all of them. He's still at large. My money is on him running to the rebels. What's the matter, Brass? You seem grumpier than Iona, and she's a bear. Nothing, let's just move on. It's hard to travel downstream when you're holding onto that rock. We're not fools. It's obvious they were talking about you, Brass. What? No, I mean, yes, I was accused of Lysander's murder, but I'm innocent, I swear, and I'm loyal to the king Aegelus. Whatever he may believe. I believe you. What? You don't have the subtlety to be an assassin. Yes, I doubt he could lie without tying his tongue in knots. Yeah, I'm kidding. And Artemis's vision marked him as my ally. It's been a while since anyone has heard from Anaxagoras. Some say he's gone missing. Anaxagoras by Zeus, I hope he's okay. The king of Rhodes is missing. That's Evagorus, the Mechanist king. Anaxagoras is a famous Athenian inventor whom the Ludites exiled from Athens a few years ago. After that, he went to go to work in Sparta. I can't believe you haven't heard about him. His work is inspirational. He invented the valve gear that dramatically increased efficiency for... it's nice to hear such enthusiasm for his work. Well, at least someone knows of Anaxagoras. Wait, where have you heard? Well, that is a story far older than your bright little flame. But to say the least, he's a dear friend of mine. Did he have enemies? Plenty. Bandits were drugged, aristocrats whose schemes we spoiled, and he's broken at least one girl's heart. The Ludites don't like him much for obvious reasons, and neither do the Spartan rebels. The Spartan rebels found his presence an insult, evidence that King Achilles had turned his back on tradition. By building steam engines, Spartans can be conservative. More like stubborn mules with the heads of pigs. I hope Athena's looking out for Anaxagoras. He's been a huge inspiration to the Thebes everywhere, and to me. Alright, so let's go over here to this dude. Sir, we've got some information on the Ludites in Athens. Apparently their hatred of Themicai is so extreme that they've disabled all their steamships. What? Did they sink them? Not yet. They have them chained up in port, but it might be just a matter of time. I suppose that's one less worry for us, but it does mean the Ludite madness is worse than we anticipated. At least they've done us a favor by handicapping themselves. It's weird that we're gathering rumors. I don't think much of what we're learning is reliable. I think I clicked it. There you go. It's a start. You know, we first learned of Jason of Phares' invasion plans from a drunk merchant. But Jason never attacked Thebes. That's right, he did. I don't get it. If you're innocent, why run? And who killed Lysander? I don't know who might have killed the king's friend. And as his bodyguard, I was the only other one who possessed the key to the chamber. But perhaps they used witchcraft or some vile magic, I just don't know. And I don't know why I ran. Dying for that crime would have accomplished nothing. But what can I do to help my city here, so far away from it in its hour of need? It's not a matter of distance. Even the smallest of pebbles can make the ripples that reach the water's edge. Your actions do mean something, Bryce. Never doubt that. You're right, I shouldn't despair. As long as I travel with Diona, I have a chance to show the true Spartan that I am. And perhaps in our travels, we might solve the mystery of Lysander's death and clear my name. We all get the destiny we deserve from the paths we walk. Then let's get walking. Did you hear Cyrus's troops had landed in Assyria? I knew he was lying about going to Egypt. What? Why would he do that? No one's sure, but it looks like he's marching straight toward the Persian capital, where he plans on challenging Artaxerxes for the throne. The pretender king's own brother has turned against him. Apparently so. He was intent on collecting the best mercenaries Greece had to offer, after all. I guess all of Persia remembers how soundly our hoplites beat them last time we fought. Excuse me. Yes, but charging into the heart of Persia? Epam, we'll call him Epam, will want to know about this. We also learned that Cyrus is leading a campaign against his older brother. Is he? So Nyx's intuition was correct. By Hephaestus, that's the first good news I've heard all day. You think he'll get rid of Artaxerxes? After what we've seen today, I'd say Cyrus is doomed. But his folly should keep Artaxerxes occupied, blind to our movements while we prepare a counterattack. Arena. There's something else I can click on. I want to make sure I'm not missing something here. Okay. Did you hear the news from Egypt? Seems like the Persian satraps have full-blown rebellion on their hand. Hasn't Egypt been part of Persia for a century? Why hasn't it tried to break free before now? They did, but the previous efforts made unheralded and bloody ends. Oh well, that explains it. Maybe things will be different now that the Egyptian resistance is being led by a masked hero. A masked hero? He calls himself the Jackal. The Jackal. That's a great hero name. Diana, can we have hero names? You can be the Ursine Undertaker, and Brasidas can be the Bold Boulder Basher. Why not Brass? Skylax, you can be the Scythian Psy. I'm from Korea, not Scythia. Anyway, it's driving the Persians crazy trying to find him. The Jackal has been robbing the Persian tax collectors and rescuing any enslaved Egyptians. The Pretender King won't take that well. Oh, he's furious, declaring martial law and sending whole legions of troops there. But they can't catch the Jackal. Nope. They say that Jackal can strike as suddenly as a storm in the desert, defeating whole regiments sent after him. He even shrugs off wounds that would have killed a mortal man. Impossible. No, it's true. Or at least, that's what I heard. Marina, where are you? Did you see the new Themicane at the main station? It's so lifelike. I'm worried it might be a living machine. Nah, that's just a regular old clockwork automation. Pythagorean tech has a totally different approach to its control mechanisms. At least from the rumors I've heard, that is. It's not like I've ever seen a piece, right? The Temple's Themicane are cool, but they don't have the same delicate artistry and beauty that Pythagorean tech has. I wish you weren't so enthused about those heretics' works. I don't see what the big deal is. Skylax is handy to have around, and he's a heretic and a Persian. And even if they are trying to make a living machines, if the gods really minded, don't you think they'd punish the Pythagoreans themselves? You know, lightning bolts from the skies, floods, that sort of thing. Poseidon was certainly pretty direct when Corinth offended him. And what about the Pythagoreans' claim of a coming of apocalypse that gods will be powerless to stop? Oh well, I hope they're wrong about that, or at least that it doesn't matter before I can try out my new portable bowler design. Well, where are you? It's crazy, right? I didn't even know Persia had a navy. A big one too, it seems. Good thing they're only using it against the pirates, eh? Excuse me? What about the pirates? Oh, I was just telling my friend here that the pirates won't be a problem for too much longer. Persia's got fed up with them and decided to invade Crete. What? Yes, I guess after the Athenians pushed them out of the Aegean, they were given the whole rest of the Mediterranean trouble. So the whole Persian fleet sailed in there to take care of business. That doesn't sound good. The Pretender King's fleet rarely travels this far, are you sure? A couple of my sailing buddies all reported seeing Persian Navy sailing to Crete. I doubt it was for a social club. Unless they're working together. Yeah, right, that would be terrible. The pirates and Persians decided to work together for some reason. Let's go talk about this somewhere else, eh, Diana? I thought the barbarian king was allying himself with the pirates. Why would he seek a battle with them? I don't think he's seeking battle, just a close report. A close report for what? For his invasion. I think you're being over dramatic. We already know that Athenian steamships will do to Persian triremes if it comes to war. What curious misfortune then that the Luddites have decided to lock up the Athenian ships. Hades, we might be in trouble then. We should tell Epam. I'm afraid we're troubling news. The Pretender King's fleet has set sail. We think they plan to use Crete as a jumping off point to invade Greece. Hades, and the only navy in Greece capable of stopping them is useless. Chained up and, sir, get in contact with our agents in Athens. We need a way to sneak a troop to the docks. I'm sure we can manage that, but it's going to be extremely difficult to fight our way out once the Athenians learn we're there. We won't need to, huh? If you seek a good death, better to break your spears against the Persians. I don't plan on dying, Spartan. Not in the next week, anyway. If the Athenians had no use for their steamboats, then we're happy to take them off their hands. That would give us a strong navy enough to take the fight to the Persians. If we strike now, we could cripple their invasion. Exactly. More sailing. I'm starting to prefer the good death idea. I have a bad feeling about this, sir. Too many things can go wrong. We only have bad choices. This is the one I think gives us some hope for victory. We need to strike before the Persian fleet reaches the mainland. Give the orders. We got some Athenian ships to liberate. Very well, sir. Ridiculous. Even Athens wanted to force Rhodes to join its empire. They have no way of doing it. Well, according to my wife's cousin, Epicurus has ordered the smelting of high-quality brass for Rhodes' secret weapon project. Why would they need it if they weren't afraid of Athens taking them over? Have you ever been to Rhodes? Not everyone can travel as much as you. Oh wow, you've been to Rhodes? What's it like? Did you see the elevated docks? Of course I did, and that's why I'm trying to say the only way into that city is to have your ship lifted 10 meters into the air by one of their steam-powered cranes to those docks. Rhodes doesn't need to worry about any navy taking them over. Oh, and what about Epicurus? Did you meet him? Man, a man like that is much too busy to meet with a regular merchant like me. Poor Bacchus, he can't find his younger. Or friend, or whatever. Alright, so we have any skills? No. We got some story. We only got one path. Where does this go? Well, you know what? We'll find out next time. This has been the Fat Rogue Sarenixen. I want you to enjoy your day, enjoy your life. Keep on gaming, y'all. And may God bless you, because you know He loves you. Over now.